What's going on, everyone? I'm here today with my teammate Roy to kind of go over the game type Fathom Capture the Flag. This is similar to the last video that I did with Lunchbox and Snipe Down on Truth, which covered both Team Slayer and Capture the Flag on Truth. So for this game type, Capture the Flag is the only game type played on this map. Off of the start, you see Roy has already pushed to bottom center in front of our base, looking at the two most important aspects of this game type are going to be the railgun, the power up in top center, and the camo, bottom center. What do you think is the best thing to do off the start?
I mean, off the start, your main goal is to obviously just get control of the map, and camo, railgun are the two most important things. So I think obviously sending a guy somewhere up top, generally your treehouse is going to be one of the best spots you can be. You can pretty much just rain down fire from up here, and you also have a BR that spawns at your garage that you can pick up on the way. So you have a BR in a very advantageous position up here. And you also can have a guy that gets light rifle that kind of watches their treehouse side. And that way you're safe from that part of the map as well. So really your main objective at the start of the game is just to try and put pressure on the guys that are their side bottom center, that are like trying to go for camo, maybe trying to push towards railgun. But yeah, your main objective off the start or off the break is to try and either make them burn camo or get camo yourself.
Yeah, this, another reason why this angle that he's at right now is so good, not only because you see the people that go bottom center here off of the start, it's also a pretty common spot to go their porch, is the call out where he started this video off of from our porch, so their porch where he just naded now. And also, if you want to show them this top middle jump, a lot of teams, especially pro teams, will do this jump to top center. It's extremely easy jump that gets you to top center much quicker than going all the way around through the tree houses. And when you go up top center to our tree house, like he just did off of the start there, you get a really good angle on any guys that are doing that push.
Yeah, and just a quick tip on this jump. The most important thing for one is to jump into the wall. So you want to really just aim and jump towards this, and also just crouching. So if you jump into it, crouch and jump, it's pretty much a guaranteed jump. Another just kind of a sneaky spot on this map is going to be these windows here. There's one on this treehouse and one on the other as well on this side. This jump, you just crouch here, and if you jump up, it's really easy to get up into. But this is just a very advantageous position to be in because you're up above their garage door, which is going to be a common push-out point for them where they're going to try and push out of their base and get control of this area here. So when you're up above them here, generally you're going to get first shot, and you're going to have a very, very advantageous position in battle that you're going to win a majority of the time.
Yeah, now the most important thing on this game type, and really any Capture the Flag game type you're going to play, is about locating spawns and running flags towards your teammate and away from their spawns. You want to be able to locate those spawners really quickly, and when you're pushing into the base like he is right now for this flag, it's almost a guarantee that the other team is going to be spawning towards silo, which is where he's looking right now. So over towards their silo, they're going to be spawning out there, and you're going to want to get this flagpole. If you have time, the best way to run it is out in front of the base. We don't have a flag to show you, but you can show them the route just in front of the base through pit, and then towards your own side, bottom center, running it towards your teammates that will be on your side of the map, fighting for control of your garage against those spawners, for control of your pit. You want to run it as fast as possible. If you don't have time, which between good teams, more likely than not, you won't have time to go through pit unless you have full map control. You're going to want to run it through elbow, which is this backdoor area here, and then up through treehouse over towards your teammates again, who will probably be spawning on your silo. So you want to just, in general, run it towards your teammates.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a viable route. I will say that I would say probably 75% of caps that are capped between pro teams are capped through pit. Yeah. It's just a much quicker route. And, I mean, realistically, you want to be pulling the flag as you're getting the kills. You don't want to be, if there's 4 dead and you're not even on their flag yet, a lot of times that's a dead cap. You're just going to have to try and maybe get in their flag, block the spawns, and try and slay them against silo before you can just pull it and run it out front. But yeah, I'd say the biggest or the most common flag route that you'll see between the pro teams is through pit. But once again, like Tow said, going garage door is definitely a viable route. It just takes a little bit longer, and generally you're going to have to slay them probably an extra round before you can cap it. One thing that I want to quickly touch on is when you're getting the spawns at your silo. So the other team has control of like your garage door, maybe your flag, they're getting ready to pull it, and you're spawning here. All your teammates are going to spawn here with you. The first thing that you want to do is immediately push out of your base. The worst thing that you can do is come back into these areas here where you're going to be getting shot from top center, your garage door, your flag. It's really just a dead a dead push at that point. You're not going to be able to do much from that position. So the best thing that you can do is have everybody on your team either push to their garage door. First guy, definitely go garage door, and then maybe go top center. But this way, if they do start running it, you can get a flagpole at their base and immediately just run it the opposite way of the other team, and you're going to have a standoff situation at that point.
Even if you're the only guy up, you don't want to be in a situation where they're bringing the flag in and you're scrambling to get a flagpole last second. That doesn't ever really work out very well on this map. It's more so in your team's best interest to get that flagpole immediately while the other team is still just beginning to run a flag, or the flag's maybe halfway back, because most likely their team won't necessarily be in position to stop you right away since you'll be that first guy up, and you want to just try to run it as quickly as possible back towards your teammates.
Yeah, touching on that, I think one of the most common mistakes that I see on this game type in that situation is when people get to their flag, they'll kind of just hang around here and try and get shots into people, maybe try and kill the flag guy if they see him up in treehouse or pit. Realistically, you're just giving the other team more time to get in position, collapse back on their flag, and also just get the flag that they're running closer to their base. So, like I said, the first thing you want to do in these situations every single time is just pull the flag and get it out of their base, and that way you create a standoff. If, once again, you're just kind of sitting on their flag and not really able to get many kills because you're in a position to where you're not going to be in any close quarter battles, probably. You're going to be putting shots into guys long range. They're probably going to stay alive. And once again, the rest of your teammates, ideally, are going to be over in your garage door and top center area. So you're not going to really get any of those cleanup kills. So you're really just putting worthless shots onto people. Yep. So once again, just pulling the flag immediately when you get to their base is going to be the most advantageous play for your team. You're going to create a standoff once again. And at that point forward, you just need to make the right plays to win the standoffs.
Yeah, and I don't mean to jump around from topic to topic, but most importantly, in general on this game type, it is dominated by railgun control, which we touched on to start the game and showed you some of the starting strats that you can do. But this railgun that he's up at right now spawns every 2 minutes, and it's really important to time that appropriately with your team. You can't necessarily rely on the in-game timer to tell you or show you when it's going to be coming up. It's really important to communicate with your team who's going to be going where and who's going to be getting that rail and who's going to be using it, because you want to try to get that rail, and right after you pick it up, you know camo is going to be coming up relatively soon or in the near future, and you want to use that railgun and hopefully get your railgun guy that camo, use it to secure camo, and that just secures you map control for the most part and allows you to run caps so much more easily when, you know, their whole team is focused on that railgun guy and he's able to pick up the kills.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things in this game type as well is a lot of people tend to control top center, which, yes, that is one of the best positions on the map. You really, the game is dominated by top center control. However, when you get guys pushing to like their garage door area on your team, and you're really just sitting in this position, think about when people are spawning their generator. Do you really have much help for the guys that are spawning in their generator and your teammates are pushing into garage door, just getting naded from these guys? And these guys' job on the other team, their main job is just to stay alive and put pressure on the garage door guys. So a lot of times I see this guy just kind of sit up here and kind of watch the silo spawns and just kind of just stare into generator in front base and hope that they push across for too long. But when you get those guys garage door, they're putting so much pressure, they're creating a huge distraction. Jump off top center, get into their front base, get into these areas here where you can just literally get all the cleanup kills in their base. You're putting pressure, you're going to allow your teammates to push in from garage door with help and also be able to pull the flag.
Yep, being top center like that is definitely what secures map control most for your team. But when you have control, like he is speaking of right now, it's more important for you to have like rotating map control where you can push in and a teammate behind you will take your place top center, locating those spawners. So when you're in a position like that and you know that your team is collapsing on their base and trying to get those flag pulls, pushing in and securing those kills to make sure that you get the flag run out is definitely the most important thing you can do.
Yeah, I mean, top center is a median to get control of the map, and then once you have control of the map, your job is to collapse on their base and pull the flag and hopefully secure the cap. You really just have to take it one step at a time. Obviously, like I said, having top center control is very important. One play that you'll see a lot of pro teams make that I feel very, very strongly for, especially if you get to the opposing team's treehouse, is grabbing this storm rifle and literally hiding here. If you hide here, you're almost guaranteed to get a free kill on a guy that just sprints into treehouse. And you have the most powerful automatic weapon, arguably, with the SMG, but which is not on this map. So you have the most powerful automatic weapon on the map. So you're literally guaranteed a kill. And then once you get that pick, you have a lot of decisions you can make. If you're at their treehouse, you can go to the garage door, you can go top center. You can do a lot of different things from that position, but it's just all about getting a pick and getting your team numbers and then taking advantage of that situation.
Yeah, totally. I don't think there's too much else that can be said about this game type. One of the most important things you can try to do if you notice your team is dying is just, in general, staying alive, especially staying alive on their flag if they're trying to run a flag in, or you have everyone's attention and you're getting to their base. Staying alive just creates so many more opportunities for your teammates to move around the map, so it's definitely important. Is there anything else you think that's worth adding?
No, I think we've kind of touched on the main points for the map.
Cool. Well, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below. We're going to be doing lots of videos like this, similar for every game type and every map for Halo 5, as well as vlogs and other videos from all of our tournaments. So we'll see you guys later.
Thanks for watching, guys.